But first, given the campaign stumbles of her rival, you might want to think that Liberal candidate for Kooyong Amelia Hamer has a good shot at victory on Saturday. She's had a good redistribution. The old abolished seat of Higgins has been subsumed into parts of Kooyong. That's certainly given her chances a boost. But if we've learned anything from the Teals and the way they campaign, big climate money talks, and integrity is just something they say, it's not how they behave. So how's it looking in this key Melbourne battleground seat? Amelia Hamer joins me now from Camberwell. Welcome, Amelia. Great to have you on the show. I tell you what, your campaign and Kooyong, the seat more broadly, it's been one of the most watched, most followed in the country. Tell us what you're hearing from voters.
Oh, Peta, it's great to be here with you tonight. I mean, I've campaigned on a lot of campaigns. So, first in 2013 in Higgins and then around the country in various elections, including when I was living overseas in London and Australia House. And what I can tell you about this campaign is I have never seen so many people out there and so proud to be voting Liberal. They are taking that Liberal how to vote card, they are waving it high above their head or, saying, go Liberal as they go into the voting booth. And I've never seen that before. So I'm really excited because people are saying to me that they don't have a local member who has a seat at the table and they need someone who can actually deliver and actually get things done for the community because things aren't great out there at the moment.
Yeah, people might say, you're a well-heeled seat, cost of living isn't top of mind. Well, you correct me if I'm wrong, but what are some of the other issues too that people are raising? Because crime has been a huge issue across Melbourne. Is that a factor?
Absolutely. So crime is huge. The number of home invasions that people are first-hand telling me about things that have happened in the last few weeks, which is a serious concern to people at the polling station. The other things that I'm hearing a lot from people are the struggles of people who are running their own small businesses. I had a lady the other day she came up to me in the queue and we were just having a chat and she said, look, things are really hard. And I said, look, tell me a bit more about that. And she actually started to cry and we had a long conversation about some of the struggles that she was having. She was a single mum. She was trying to run her business. So it's actually not right to say that people, there aren't people who are struggling in my community here. But I'd also say that people are really concerned about the government getting back to basics because they pay their taxes and, they expect to be able to get a GP for a reasonable price if they need to do that. They expect to have decent quality roads. And they expect to be able to live in a society where things work. And it feels like at the moment that deal's kind of off and things aren't working.
Hey, I know that the voting record of Monique Ryan's been very potent in your seat. I talked to a lot of the Jewish community across Melbourne, many a resident in your electorate or the electorate you hope to represent. And I know, 70-odd% of the time she's voted with the Greens. That surprised many of them. I think it terrified many of them, given the anti-Semitic background and values of the Greens. But I also know that there's been attempts to try and take down posters, signage in the Kooyong electorate that make plain the factual basis of her voting record on the Greens. I mean, this is a big issue, isn't it?
Yeah. And the most important thing, this, Peter, given your experience in Parliament, is when you go into Parliament, when the division bell rings, which side of the chamber are you sitting on and who are you sitting with? And 77% of the time, Monique Ryan is sitting with the Greens. And that is a factual statement, and we want people to be aware of that. And people are telling me that is a matter of deep concern to them.
All right, well, good luck to you. I know you're going to work right down to 6 o'clock and beyond. I appreciate you joining me tonight. Thank you, Amelia Hamer, running there as a Liberal in the seat of Kooyong.